art means something and it's supposed to make you feel something. This art doesn't mean anything, but it's supposed to make you feel something. Historically, a lot of art was meant to be decoded and used basically universal terms. So the Virgin, for example, would be wearing red and blue for the heavenly and the earthly. And literally everything in this could be decoded. You could see that there is an open book for the Bible, even though Jesus is flying in with his little cross over there. And I could do like an hour-long video about this whole painting and the meaning. But if you went to CCD and didn't take an art history degree, you probably still could do it. Because not only does it have a meaning we are supposed to derive and basically create a whole story, so it's not only a meaning but a narrative, it is one that is incredibly well known. With the advent of photography and the change in the way art was funded and the way that life was, we move away from having universal meaning. And some artists play with representation. So they play with the style of how the art is done. Now, this doesn't necessarily have a meaning, but it is representational. This is a woman with an instrument. Sometimes some cubism did have deeper meaning. Sometimes it didn't. How would you know? The point of a lot of art from the 19th century on is that it is meant to be about kind of connecting with that individual object, so you'd have to look it up. Now, as for this, Kandinsky, they were deeply spiritual, and they wanted us to have a spiritual connection to it. But it isn't a one-to-one meaning. So we can derive, as some commenters have, our meaning from it. Basically, it is non-objective. It is not connected to the world, and it is not connected to a single feeling we should have. We should feel, but he isn't describing exactly how we should feel. He tells us how he feels about certain colors, but we don't have to follow that. It is, to me, some of the most universal art ever. Because if there's a single meaning and you don't get that, you miss the point of art. If there's no single meaning, no meaning at all, you can get your own feeling. And vibes and feeling the vibes is the way you get into it. The feeling of it is the important. And by saying vibes is not important, you're actually missing what the artist wants to feel. Vibes are really important. And in our society that is actually kind of bad about vibes, it becomes even more important.